We've all just watched episode 1113 and it was amazing. We've seen all these guys, Kobe, Birona, and finally Cousin and Blackbeard. And at the end of the episode we've seen Garb arriving at Hachinoso Island. So now, the question is, what are we expecting from the next episode and the week after that? I'm gonna tell you everything you need to know about next week's episode. And after we've seen this episode, we all know that the animation and all is gonna be amazing next week. And I think the attack of Garb, I know you're waiting for that, the Galaxy Impact is gonna be on the same level as Divine Departure. So the hype is real, and come on, let's get to next week's episode. Alright, so as we know, this week's episode 1113 adopted chapter 1080 and it adopted everything except the final parts, which is Garb's arrival, which we've seen it thankfully, and the final thing, which is the attack, the Galaxy Impact. So now what are we expecting from next week's episode is gonna be that it's gonna adopt chapter 1080 and chapter 1081. Now how are they gonna play it? That's the question, because if they're gonna play it on the same way as the manga, they should start the episode with Galaxy Impact. But I feel like they're not. I feel like they're gonna end the episode with Galaxy Impact. So what I feel like is gonna happen is that they're gonna start the episode with chapter 1081, and then they're gonna get back to chapter 1080, which is the Galaxy Impact, and they're gonna end the episode with Galaxy Impact. So what I feel like is gonna happen in next week's episode 1114 is that we're gonna get the adoption of chapter 181, which is when Shiryu and Lafitte, and we've seen the flashback of how Cousin actually joined the Blackbeard Pirates, as he's part of them right now. Look at that, okay? I'm still not convinced. So we're gonna see all of that, and it's gonna be an amazing episode. I mean, can you imagine that we're gonna get an episode where we're gonna see the flashback of Cousin, where he finally met Blackbeard and Blackbeard's pirates, and how he joined, and we're gonna see his little clash between Blackbeard and Cousin, and we're gonna see Cousin defeating and destroying the crap out of Blackbeard pirates, and he's gonna show his level and how he's so strong. I love Cousin. I'm sorry, I'm biased, okay? I'm biased. If you don't know, he's in my top 3 favorite characters in One Piece, okay? I think I'm gonna say my top 3 characters are Marco, Luffy, Cousin, Roger. I think they're my top favorite characters. I mean, I love the rest of the characters. I hate Orochi. Who else? I think I hate Trable from Dressrosa. Yeah, these guys. Alright, wait, let's get back to our topic, which is, that's what I think is gonna happen in next week's episode. It's official that they're gonna adapt 2 chapters, which is the final part of 1080 and the rest of, not the rest, I think they're gonna adapt half of chapter 1081, which is we're gonna see a lot of it crazy stuff in the next week's episode. And I guess that's it, guys. Drop your thoughts on this week's episode. Did you enjoy it or not? Because I honestly loved the episode. I loved every part of it. The Kobe stuff, the Birona stuff, the Cousin stuff, and finally the Garb stuff and the Swords members and all. I loved the episode, and oh my god, I can't believe that we're gonna have an incredible episode. Look, I'm gonna hype this up. Whether it's here or on Twitter, I'm gonna hype this up. Episode, I'm sorry, I always say chapter, okay? Episode 1114 is gonna be peak, wait for that, and fingers crossed, it's gonna be amazing. Now it all relies on Toei Animation. I guess that's it, guys. Like I said, drop your thoughts on this week's episode, and I guess that's it, guys. Get out of here.